Welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled Hookup Culture is Damaging Men. Now, before I dive into the video, make sure that you like and subscribe down below. As usual, I greatly appreciate your support. We are well on our way to 2,000 subscribers, so let's get there ASAP. Now, if I can see I smashed this match. You know what? It's because I'm too strong. There we go. Now I can light this candle. We love that. So, hookup culture is damaging men. We live in a world right now that tells men, you ain't a real man if you haven't gone out there and slept with 50, 100, 200, 300 women. We live in a world where men today prioritize entertainment and leisure. We live in a world of dating apps, Instagram, where the options are unlimited, endless. I mean, think about it. You as a young man today have access to more women than any man in history has ever had access to. 60 years ago, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, for a man to meet a woman, she really had to be in the same city as him. You know, they meet at a coffee shop, they meet in a restaurant. Hey, I think you're beautiful, you know, and they get talking. And 40 years ago, I mean, I don't even know, did they fucking have phones 40 years ago? They probably did, but you know, they would somehow exchange details and they would meet face to face. The options weren't in the thousands, in the tens of thousands. Men were prioritizing their purpose and their mission. And don't get me wrong, of course there were some fucking beta male simp manginas back then, of course there were. But in general, men were a lot more disciplined and focused. When they give you access to a sweet store full of thousands of sweets from all around the world, oh, this is a Brazilian sweet, this is a South African sweet, this is a Dutch sweet, this is a Swedish sweet. As men, we have this innate desire to fuck. We just do. And I'm not going to sugarcoat in this video. I'm going to keep it real. You see a beautiful woman and something happens in you. A chemical reaction. You're like, oh, the things I would do. It's just, as a man, it's just the way we're wired. Biologically speaking, when we see a beautiful woman, we start thinking with the wrong head. Put it this way. Right? And that's why a lot of women are used in marketing campaigns by big corporations. They put a woman against a car, she's wearing a bikini, automatically you associate the two together. You're like, oh, the amount of women I would pick up in a car like this. It's smart. And especially when you're young, you're really not thinking with the big head. You're thinking with the little head. Right? But I feel like it's corrupted men. It really has. Because men are now going out there collecting bodies, exchanging energy with low vibration individuals, with individuals that are traumatized. You got to protect your energy, man. I know you don't hear many men talking about this. I'm talking about this. Okay, I'm talking about this. I don't give a fuck what you're hearing from other people. I know there's all these red pill gurus out there, these pickup artists that tell you, you ain't a man if you don't sleep with 100 women. I'm here to tell you, you're gonna fuck up your life doing that. You will. If you want to go out there and achieve major things in life, you want to make a name for yourself, you better fucking be disciplined sexually. Because you're exchanging energy with low vibration women, traumatized women, women that have collected 50, 100, 200 bodies. And by the way, this also applies to men. I have nothing against women, right? There's a lot of low vibration men out there with baggage and trauma. And if you're a woman, you better be careful. You can't be opening your legs to anyone. I personally believe that, you know, following God's principles. Now, you might not believe in any religion here, and I totally respect that you have a way of life that you follow. So this video may not be for you, and if it's not, you can click off. I don't mind, right? But personally speaking, following God's commandments. Now, I'm a Muslim, and the idea of, you know, a man and a woman interacting with each other in a marriage is sacred to me. Because you got to remember one thing, gentlemen. The interaction between man and woman is sacred. The intimacy between a man and a woman is a sacred thing. The exchange of energy, the exchange of fluids, right? It takes a lot for a woman to open up to a man and to be fully present and fully herself with him. And just think about it. You're going out there, you're exchanging your energy, you're exchanging your fluids, and it's harmful both energy-wise for you, all right? Some call it, what do they call it? They call it, I've lost it. But they call it, essentially it's a negative energy. If you sleep with someone that you know you shouldn't have slept with, you feel shit afterwards. And that's a spiritual thing. That's you being guided and told, hey, stop fucking around. That guilt that you feel, that comes from somewhere, right? You shouldn't have opened up and given that person your energy, but instead you were horny, and as men, when you're horny, you want to fuck. But the powerful men out there, the dangerous men out there, are the ones that are able to contain that energy. And as I said in one of my last videos, is harness that sexual energy and put it out there towards a creative endeavor. Use that energy to work on your purpose. Not, I'm horny, let me just go and find anything to fuck. That's a lot of guys for you today, and unfortunately these guys are not successful. Most of them are not. Yes, you may find a few millionaires out there who go out there and sleep with loads of women, but why do you look at these men as your heroes? Why has the idea of a family, a man and a woman with children, why has that idea dissolved in the minds of many men? Because we are not following good role models out there. You are following people online who are telling you that you're not a winner if you haven't bagged 100 women. Now, I understand if you're going out there and you're dating, some women may be for you, others may not be. You may be in 2 or 3 different relationships in your 20s and maybe they don't work out. That's different. I am big on men following their purpose. I am big on men going out there and making something of themselves. And I understand that as a man, if you do not contain that energy, if you're just giving it out to anyone, you will seriously fuck up your life. You really will. Books talk about this, many books, about sexual mastery, about not giving your energy to anyone. Be very careful, gentlemen. It's just a serious matter. A lot of men fuck up their life because of an STD they caught from some random woman that they met as they were traveling across country. They got this woman pregnant, now they're paying child support for a kid that unfortunately is going to grow older and not be in his father's presence. And that also creates more problems. There's single mothers out there who had a child with a man that they never intended on marrying. He was just a hot sort of one-night stand. And now you've got a child in the middle who's going to grow up without a real strong family. The dad isn't involved in life. And most of the time, let's be honest, there's deadbeat dads out there who just disappear. They get a woman pregnant, they run away. Some accept their responsibility and pay child support, but they're not really there either, because maybe the woman doesn't want them to be there. There are just so many problems. You've got kids growing up without a man in the house, without a father guiding them, teaching them. And that's why we have an epidemic of men with low self-esteem, men who have lost touch with what it is to be a man. What is masculinity? They don't know the lessons that they would have been taught if they had a dad in the house. Yes, mums do a great job, and you know what? I'm not one of those men that trashes single mums online. I think a lot of single mums have done a tremendous job. Of course, there are always exceptions of single mums that have abused their children and stuff, of course. But I believe you need the man and the woman at home. This whole idea, this degenerate idea of going out to just collect as many bodies as you can, deviates you away from your purpose, drains your energy, drains your focus, ends up leading to STDs and unwanted pregnancies and abortions. And listen, if there's 2 people that are consenting, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not here to force you to live a certain lifestyle. I'm here to give you my 2 cents. I truly believe if you're gonna be a man who's gonna go out there and become a high performer, You need to be disciplined. You absolutely need to be. So don't feel like, oh, I need to follow the hype. Oh, my friends think I'm a loser because I've only slept with one or two people, so I need to go out there and fuck. No, you need to go out there and prioritize your purpose after God, which I believe in. You may not believe in God, in which case, totally, your life. Do whatever the fuck you want. After God, your purpose. Your purpose as a man. Discover it. There's men that are 35 that are still going out there, one night stands, that haven't discovered their purpose. They're in a job they hate. But like I said, they prioritize pleasure. They prioritize sex. And then these men will also be 40, 45, 50 and have never achieved anything. They may have had huge ambition in their early 20s. They may have had potential. They may have got somewhere for a year or two. And then once what happened, they started thinking with their little head, not their big head. And that fucked up their life. Their trajectory went from this to that. So be careful, gentlemen. Don't just jump on the bandwagon and be, oh, I need to fuck as many. No, because I'll tell you what, being in a woman's presence, having sex, spending time, takes a lot of a man's energy. And if you're doing that on a regular basis, I promise you, you will not get anywhere. You just won't. So hey, hopefully this video has helped you in any way. If it has, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Catch you guys in the next one.